No more good music. Now it's just the kind of crappy soundtrack of Tour de France 2022. This is not a game series that has bangers on par with the FIFA menu music, which I feel like at this point is the main thing FIFA is known for. This is not, in the classic sense, a good video game, but it is Tour de France 2022. It is a game that I'm enjoying immensely. It's by Cyanide Studios, who make Pro Cycling Manager since 2001, mostly on the PC, as we start getting set up for the next stage. This is the console release. This comes out for the Xbox and PlayStation systems. It is annual, so this is specifically the 2022 Tour de France, which I find a little bit interesting in the annual iteration world of sports video games, because unlike a Madden or a FIFA, there is something that is fundamentally different about
Hi guys,
each of these games.
let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish awaiting. This is
Stage 18. This is not the Queen stage
classification.
of this particular
We must defend our position as leader of the general classification.
It is going to be a big one
it's
for
not going to be easy.
General classification.
Don't have much of a lead.
And,
however, we can join the fight for the stage win. Have a good day, guys. Come on, we're aiming for victory.
The actual cycling controls of this game are not... They're fun. I don't even have a problem with them. You just don't use them that much. Mostly you are just managing a team through the race. There's not enough cycling, which is why I'm currently on an exercise bike. That is why I currently have my bike gloves on. That is why I have a bike cap, because I cannot wear the helmet and still have the headset on. That is also why I've got the shades. I do not myself have a proper maillot jaune, a proper yellow jersey. I do have one yellow-colored sports jersey. It is my Uganda AFCON jersey, so that's what we're rocking right now as we dive into Stage 18. Let's look at the team. We're playing not quick stage. So this is the first time I ran the tour on this one, which I had done just like a couple races before. All that to say, I weaseled out a little bit. I took Team UAE, which is a very, very good team. One of the two best ones. Pretty much one of the two. If they're running in a Grand Tour, you're assuming it's going to be either the top rider for Visma or the top rider for UAE. And the top rider for UAE is Tadej Pogačar. That is who we are primarily going to be racing with. One of the favorites for today's race, which has a number of climbs, 2 outside of category climbs. So you can see how that goes. Here's breakdown of the team. We got Tadej Pogačar. We got, let's see, I made sure I got all the first names right. We got Pavel Majka from Poland. We have Brandon McNulty from the United States. Marc Soler from Spain. Mark Hirschi. Mark Hirschi. Yes, Mark Hirschi next to Marc Soler. He is Swiss. Mikhail Bjerg is from Denmark. And then we have Vegard Slake-Lagen from Norway. Lost George Bennett, unfortunately, on stage 13. As it says there, he finished overtime. Really would love to have another roughly 76 ranked climber going into this race, but we're going to start with Tadej Pogačar. He's the best. We can look real quick and show that his ratings are great. His condition, phenomenal. Classifications, hey, we're kind of leading in everything because he's very, very good. So we've got the yellow jersey. We've got the points jersey. We can not worry about that too much today. We will probably stack up the lead in the polka dot, and we will probably stack up the league in the youth classification, because it's wild how good Pogačar was while he was still.
Hello, cycling fans.
Already, here are
for
the
this
graphics
third stage of, the
of this game,
triptych,
and you might notice that every single cyclist is
unvisited by the
pretty identical to one another.
Col de Spondel.
There we go.
With a narrow
when I
road
said this game turns into management, that's what I meant. This is pretty much what we're going to be looking at for most of the game. This is the team management screen. And this is the only way to get through. These races are 140 kilometers or so. They go in real time. So otherwise, we would be doing the whole thing. So we're going to do some things real quick to get us up. We are going to have the team ensure a minimum tempo. Pogačar's up there. He's our main dude. I am not really going to worry about anyone attacking today, at least on these first couple stages. So I think we're just going to start
8% and a descent that is said to be tricky.
You've just
this
kind of got
pass could be the major event of the day.
Mechanic.
However, it will require some notable deeds by the climbers for it to achieve the renown of the Obisk and Otakam Col.
Flat stretch. We've got an early breakaway group. No one is in Visma, right? That's all we want to make sure, is that no one is in Visma. No, they're not.
Both of which
Jonas Vingegaard of Jumbo Visma. I don't know if they're actually, I don't think they're Jumbo Visma. It's good. Different, you know, sponsorship relationships. So he is the main GC contender. He's actually the real life winner of the 2022 Tour de France and was leading on this stage at this point, had the yellow jersey.
the time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
Let's see, you know what? They are killing it, and it is pretty flat. Let's just stay this. We're gonna need that juice for later. We got a lot of climbing. Continuing along. So Jonas Vingegaard, actual winner of this. This was so in stage 17, the stage prior to this in 2022. Pogacar did actually win that one. He won it in like a virtual
The breakaway
time
can't widen the
for
gap.
Vingegaard. So there wasn't any difference in the GC in terms of their actual times. He just got the 10-second bonus for finishing first. But that was kind of the okay. Vingegaard's got a 2.5 minute lead going into this last big climb stage. If Pogacar can get away on one of those big climbs, there was still a chance for him to do something there. In real life, that is not what happened. Vingegaard just couldn't be caught on this one or couldn't be shooken rather by Pogacar. Pogacar made plenty of attempts, but simply couldn't get him off his wheel. Now, at the time, I should say, Vingegaard's time, I wrote this down, he, going into this stage in real life, 67 hours, 53 minutes, 54 seconds. So speed running for this game, the way that it works, it is not like how long I actually spend in front of the screen here as I watch our little guys go, we're coming up on our first climb, I think, soon. There's a British voice that's probably speaking. I cannot hear the sport director voice of this, but I'm sure he's making some exquisite commentary as we go through it. But yeah, so that the time for the speed run is just like what the time for your rider is at the end of it. So like the normal, they raced X many hours. The reason I'm bringing this up is so Vingegaard, he's going into this right now, 67 minutes, or 67 hours, almost 68. I'm at 66 and a half hours right now, meaning I'm an hour and a half ahead of the actual time that was achieved in the Tour de France that at the time
1.5 minutes for the
was
breakaway.
the fastest in
It might just
history.
work.
Is this our first? This is the
Breakaway
category
is
4.
increasing its lead over the
Not
yellow
for resistance on the
jersey,
bike too
but
much
there's
for a
no
cat
worry
4,
as it
not for a
contains
cat
no
4.
big guns for the overall standings.
But when we get to that out of category, I'll probably up it a little bit.
When going downhill,
Pump
the
and pedals.
aerodynamic
Anywho,
position is useful to increase speed without
the
expending
world
energy.
records for this. The
intermediate
record
sprint will
by
be
Post
contested
Empana,
in
we're going to
Lawrence
shout out
at
Aoife,
the foot of the Col du
Scottish woman.
Bisque.
She is
The
also the
sprinters should
moderator
try to score a few
for
points
this game.
before
She will,
forming
at some
the
point,
gruppetto
be looking
and
at this
crossing
video.
the finishing
Hey,
line within the time
so
limit.
thank you for showing me some good strategies on
The
this stuff.
peloton is riding hard. Well
We'll
placed.
continue this now. Now we're going. Okay, we're going on a horde category. I am going to turn up the resistance on the bike a little bit. Let's get a little bit more of a workout as our boys go up this climb. All right, we're going to. As we go into this, this says we're not working with it. No, I absolutely want to work with people. We're going to continue to manage the time gap here for Pogacar as we enter this. And Visma's up there at the front. They're working hard. We're about to catch these
The
people.
group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Because we've got all of the major climbers in our group. Anyway, Post Empana, she's in second place with a final time of 73 hours and 50 minutes. 75 hours and 50 minutes. That already is hours ahead of what Jonas Vingegaard actually finished with on this race. And then beyond that, we've got... Oh, by the way, this is a little mechanic. We're going to feed our boys. We're going to have our boys eat their little gels here.
Okay,
So
I'll
they can
consume a feed.
stay a little bit fresher on this first climb. We'll have a feed zone after this one before the second. Just kind of managing everybody as they go up. We're not trying to do too much on this one. We've got a roughly 3-minute lead over Vingegaard for the GC. So this is mostly just a don't fuck it up stage. So yeah, the speedrun world records these. Like yes, they are faster than
The first
just
at the top
the
will pocket
general
20 points towards the
times
best
are, but
climb in
remember that this is
classification.
a time that was already the fastest ever. Not only that, that record was finally passed this year in 2025 at the Tour. Both Vingegaard and Pogacar broke the record for fastest Tour ever. Still, like 2 kilometers per hour slower than these guys. So all credit to the absolutely incredible speedrunners of this game who are very, very good at fake cycling. I have the utmost respect for them. Everybody eat your gels. Eat those gels. Alright, yeah, we're losing Hershey and Langan here. They are the sacrificial lambs. We're gonna try and take care of them on the next stage. I'm gonna go ahead and launch Bagadge for attack here. You can see this is why I'm starting to struggle to be able to see, because I thought it would be funny to wear sunglasses for this. There we go. Take those KOM points. And we're going to fall back.
The descent is
That's just to
marked
make
by
sure we get a little
short
bit of a better
upward
handle on that KOM.
section
So we're
towards
just going
the
to go back
col
to
de Soulard,
maintaining the pace now
which,
with
given
everybody.
the topography of the stage, and no
Good,
points
strong
for the
pace. And a
mountains
very technical
classification.
descent here. Technical. That's the adjective that all of the British
The
announcers
yellow jersey
for various cyclings like to use. Oh, who is that? Is that anyone worried about in the attack? There's no one in there particularly. I'm not too worried about any of those folks. I am going to set Poggy up, though, to start. I'm going to go a little further.
1 minute from the head of the
Any
race.
more attacks that come through. Just because we don't want anyone
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes
get a head
lead on
start
the
on
yellow
him.
jersey.
And really, like, it's up to Vingagor to make a move if he doesn't want to lose. So we just need to make sure that doesn't happen. We're through the feed zone now. You can see we've got fresh gels. Both blue and red. You need all your gels. Björk stuck with us. Way to go,
Breakaway
Björk. And Hershey.
Its lead on the
Langan, how far behind is he? I gotta take the shades off for a second. Oh, I can't even see that time difference. We're just gonna leave him back there.
yellow
We're
jersey
just gonna leave
group.
him back there. Let's go. We're racing down the descent.
The end of the stage is
Goodness
not far
gracious,
off.
these graphics. So these graphics are bad. Like, objectively, these cyclists look bad, and they are all identical. They do deserve credit for mapping all of this stuff, though, man.
Be awake. It will
It's
soon
a
start
lot.
to move in the peloton.
All right, we're down the descent. Still. That's, I'm gonna let my wife answer her own
It's
question.
10 kilometers of slope at an average of over 8%. It's a
I
climb
don't
that
think
will
I'd be
surely leave
upset.
a mark on the body. However,
I think
it
it's a
would be
little
surprising
bit
to see if the
bullying, but
favourites
it's
come to the
okay.
fore here.
Yeah,
They'll
all right, here we
probably
are on the
prefer
final
to wait
ascent,
for the
guys. This
Otakam
takes us...
climb.
Well, I'm saying, oh no, this is a Cat 1, so this is still... Yeah, goodness, this is still, freaking the second to last. This is the penultimate climb of this final mountain stage. And Visma's positioning like they want to go for an
breakaway is
attack.
being
I'm just going to let
reeled
them
in.
take this one.
It will be difficult to
I'm going to
withstand.
let them take this one. We've lost Björk. It was going to happen. If we can hold on to all of our climbers for the
Return
start.
to the yellow
If I have
jersey.
3 climbers, Hershey I'm probably going to lose 2. If I've got McNulty, Micah, and Solaire there to help Bagatcher on the final one, I'm feeling pretty good. Cat 1's not too bad. I'm going to probably gel people up in a little bit. Let's gel Hershey up. Take that red gel, boy. That red gel.
Okay, I'll consume a
Boy,
feed.
howdy. The gels. I have misplayed gels in this game. I have lost a stage in this Tour de France because of misplaying the gels. You got to be careful about your gels. This is the
1.5
number
minutes
one
lead
thing
for
to
the
take
head of the
away from
race
this
over
game.
the favourites.
Boy, howdy. Look at those little polygonal boys go. Whee!
The riders up front have a
And we've lost Hershey. Yeah, that's okay, buddy.
1 minute lead on the favourite
That's
group.
okay, buddy. Let's have McNulty take his, and let's have Solaire take his. I would
Okay,
love to
I'll consume a
leave
feed.
Micah with his. Yeah, he's
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway
kinda
looks to be
gearing it. If
increasing the
everyone
pace
can get
at
to the
front of
top.
the race.
Yeah, there we go. They'll take the points on the mountain. That's fine. And then, all right, old gang's gonna gas back up a little bit on this descent. Feeling pretty good about this. I think we've probably got this stage. We do need to set up Poggy now to get set for any attacks. Enric Maz has gone ahead. That was a guy that was actually on this very stage, a huge threat that time. Like literally on this day, he went ahead. I think it was 10th in GC at the time, sped ahead, and that was one of the huge attacks that kind of
breakaway
drove
increases its
the
lead
action
of the
on
yellow
stage
jersey
18.
group.
Yeah, they're trying to string us out, trying to set a high pace. I'm okay with that for
Front
speed
of the race will
purposes.
soon
That
reach
will
the turn of
give us a much higher overall
Argelès
time at the end.
For the riders, that
This
means
again,
that
very
they'll have
technical
completed the
descent.
descent.
Okay, but now he's gonna head for support. I need to take the shades off again for a second. Oh, Pogacar's fallen behind. Oh, buddy.
That they will soon begin the final.
Yeah, there we go. Goodness. All right, so we're now in a group with Vingegaard,
descent.
some of his Visma guys, and with Pogacar and our guys going to this final climb.
So here we are for the lead.
This is
group.
all just going to come down
They're
to
starting on the Otakam ascent.
whose legs are freshest. We're starting to get a little sweaty
over
with the stationary
13
bike here.
kilometers, with numerous
I
breaks
am
in the
probably going to
slope
take
that
down.
require frequent
This is the last
changes of
mountain
tempo.
stage of the race, so I am probably going to take down the resistance after this. But there we go. All right. Soler leading the pack strong. So we're going to start losing guys at this point. So we only got the gels for Pogacar and Mike, and the rest of this, we got 11 more K to go on this
10
hill.
kilometers from the summit.
Hershey's still holding strong there. Way to go, man. The rest of the team will...
1.5 minutes lead for the head
I don't
of the
think
race
anyone
over
else
the
is going to
favourite.
finish over time the way Bennett did. I am going to make sure that Poggy is set for whenever Vingegaard tries to make a move to follow any attacks. The
breakaway has been
management gameplay for this, like I'm saying that it eliminates a lot of the cycling
be
gameplay,
difficult
which is
to
true.
withstand the return
It does
of the
not.
yellow jersey.
The one time trial that we have coming up is going to be a good example of the actual cycling
The
gameplay,
gap
and I
between
find
the
it fun.
favourites group and the front
But,
is 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what this actual gameplay is. Oh, and Vingegaard's launched an attack. Here we go. It's Vingegaard and Poggy. Mano a mano. I am going to... Oh, man, how do we play this? We got 6K to go. I'll not work with him for a little bit longer. If he launches another attack, I need to be ready. See, we're slowing down. He's attacking hard. We're reeling back in. We're reeling it back in. 5K to go. He's going again. This is, like, swapping out the identities. This is very much how this day went between Vingegaard and Pogacar, which I find very entertaining. Poggy needs to take that blue gel now. With 3.6 to go. Hoo boy.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Eat your gel, buddy. Get ready to follow that next attack that Vingegaard's going to have. 2.8. And we'll probably launch once we get inside a little bit further. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is what the people came for. All right, after this turn, let's go for it. Full attack. 1.1, we got the red gel. Let's do it.
And here's the red
Oh no!
for the lead group.
This has happened before!
Victories for one of them.
I accidentally came out before I had fully set my strategy. Oh goodness, this is bad. This is actually quite bad.
Watch out.
Alright, he is full on attack. Let's see if I can get the red gel on him. We were playing on a relatively low difficulty. Even if Vingegaard takes the stage win. Oh, it's still not going to matter. Oh, it's still not going to matter. By a nose. By a nose. There we go. Pogacar. Again, there will be a time where I'm playing some of these other runs for world records where there will be a higher difficulty, because accidentally stopping in the middle of the biggest climb should probably not be something you can work your way around. But here we are. That is another stage win. We're going to take a quick break right now.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him.
Here is the winner of...
He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the yellow jersey of this Tour de France. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honours. Here's the green. He's in sparkling form, and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the white jersey of this Tour de France. Tadej Pogačar.
I've had this muted the whole time. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dante. Sick. Killing it. I've just been talking about jerseys this whole time and how there are 4 of them in this that he is now watching. I'm sure the race director is saying some stuff, because the fun thing is I don't have the game audio that all of you have, because it was hastily cobbled together. That's fine. There we go. Killing it in the GC. Killing it as a climber. Killing it in the points classification. Just... Yeah, I'm going to not play with the best racer in the world at some point, but for the time being, I am going to just enjoy this first one, which hopefully will earn me enough XP with this like one race to get every other course unlocked, because you get like a certain amount per race, and then it's doubled if you win. I've won most stages since like figuring this out halfway through, and then it's doubled if you reach like the team's goal entering it, which was just for us win the Tour de France, because we have Pogačar on their team. So I do appreciate that it is like a
start the briefing for this stage.
I appreciate that they set your goals based on what the team is. All right, so that was the last like hard course for this Tour de France in 2022. After that, the last 3 were kind of a formality. That's what I'm kind of hoping with here. But one thing I want to do on this course is when you have a team for something like a Grand Tour, you've got a lot of climbers because you need to like win on the climbs. You've also got the soldiers, and in this case our soldiers have been Hershey and Langen and Bjerg, because they are just like puncheurs and sprinters. They're these 3 guys at the bottom. They are not built for climbing. They are not built for the terrain of the Tour de France, and so I want one of these 3 to try and win this stage if we can get them to it. I really want... Oh no, I'm not going to play as... I don't want it bad enough that I'm going to play as one of the bad cyclists. I'm still going to do it through the...
Hello and welcome to all.
Most cyclists, surprisingly, pretty good at getting injected with things. They don't actually mind vaccines all that much. They're used to a lot of needles around them. So, not a whole lot of vaccine reticence with the cycling community. Okay, here's what we're going to do. From the start, Hershey, you're following any attack. Where are we at? Follow attack. Boom. Bjerg, you're following any attack. Langen, you're following any attack. Rest of the team, honestly, park the bus, baby. We got this. But those boys, I want... Alright, they're up ahead. They're going to work with opponents. I want that breakaway to do it, if they can. I want that breakaway to make it if they can. Hershey, up there. Cool. We got 3 people in the break. We're going to slow the... Oh, they got caught real back in. It's going to slow the tempo of the peloton a little bit. Oh, we still got Hershey up there. Let's slow the peloton a little bit. Ensure minimum tempo once again. And then I want you. No, I want you out there attacking, boys.
Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
All right, we'll see if any of that hurt. All right, they got a few up at the front. I'm going to try and let them go. We're at a minimum tempo. They're riding hard. I'm going to have them ride even a little harder, actually.
Between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
All right, we're getting some separation now, finally, from the breakaway and the peloton.
1 minute for the breakaway.
I'm
it's
gonna
looking
hope
good.
That can persist. And I'm going to hope one of those 3
The breakaway is widening the
This
gap,
is just
but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings.
At this point. I'm seeing a question about the lines on the sides of the road. That's just France. That's just how France does roads. I think sometimes also, like, these are not necessarily meant to be two directions entirely. Like, it can be rerouted to be two going in the same direction.
When you have
France,
a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway.
For the people asking about watching the race, it is a lot of this. The next one is a time trial, and that one I'm going to actually race. But here's the thing: if you do this, and I've raced some of these races, they are in real time. So a race that takes 4 hours, if I did it without this management, I would just be racing for 4 hours.
But there's nobody who's a threat to
I
the
do
overall
eventually need to submit this video for consideration to speedrun.com, and I don't want a several-hour video of these last couple stages. So the time trial one and probably a little bit of the last one on the Champs-Élysées when we win the yellow jersey. I'm going to actually do like some of the cycling for it. But for now, we're just being goofy. We're just being goofy little guys. All right, we're going to work with the opponents now up front. They've got a strong enough lead. Langen can ease up for a bit.
The peloton is riding hard.
Those guys are soldiers out there, though. This is going to be the thing that I like harp on now, thinking about cycling team tactics
from the climb.
It's just
the breakaways
the
losing
soldier
ground.
mentality of a baseball show that I listen to a lot, Baseball Barbiecast, talks about how catchers are like the troops for baseball. Like, you got to respect your troops, you got to respect the catcher because the shit they go through. And thank you, Andrew. The like poncheurs and sprinters on a Tour de France team, particularly one that is not really trying to win them the green jersey, like the fact that Pogacar is probably going to get it is just a function of there being a lot of sprint finishes on stages that I tried to win.
The feed zone is in sight
but
ahead of the race.
like, there are teams
Riders
that
will be
specifically
able
go
to
after
pick
the
up
green
some
jersey.
nourishment.
UAE is not one of those. We are trying to get Pogacar a win in the Tour de France, and so those dudes up there, those are the cycling troops. That is really what I'm getting at. And we are coming up on the final quarter now of this, which means there's going to probably be some movement
listed
up
as a
there
category
soon.
4.
Langen has already kind of busted his ass at this point, and I don't think he's going to have the juice to go ahead. After this climb, all right, I'm going to put a question to the chat. I'm going to put a question in the chat for one moment because I see there's enough people here that we might be able to get a majority choice. I want a choice between who should be going for the stage win between Hershey and Berg. Those are Mark Hershey from Switzerland and Mikkel Bjerg from Denmark. I'm going to run this for a little bit longer. And when I see answer 2 come in, I'm going to pick one of those guys to follow any leading attack. I see one Hershey. It's misspelled, but I'm going to take it. All right, it looks like we're feeling 1 Denmark, 2 Hershey. So we're going to set up Hershey. If Hershey cannot go, I could just have them both. Let's just set them both to follow an attack. And then if it comes to between the two of them, we'll send Hershey further ahead. But I want them to be ready if someone tries to break off now in the final 50K from that front group. And we're just going to keep zooming along in the meantime.
One last climb is on the menu.
Langen's dying. Langen is the troop for the cycling troops. He's the dude that is out there putting in work for those guys. He's going to drop back now to the peloton.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left.
The rest of the day.
It's still
That's
able
fine,
to widen the gap.
We got you now.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton.
Rest in the safe bosom
of
the peloton. A sentence that I hope has been said before at some point in the world. Now, Dante's saying it's not his fault for misspelling the name of one of these cyclists because he's an uninformed voter is fair. I will point out that the name is currently spelled on the left bar with the list of cyclists. So that is just one thing I'm going to put out there if we're talking about the spelling of various names.
With 15 kilometers to go, the breakaway can't afford to slow down. The peloton is after them.
Oh, we've got someone trying to break off from that first, and Hershey and Bjerg both catch up. It looks like Hershey... They've both caught up. Okay, so we're dropping some people from that front group. We're down to 4 in that leading group, if I read correctly. I'm sorry I've abandoned the bit at the
race leaders
really
have entered the last 10 kilometers. The slower sprinters will surely try to surprise their companions by attacking from far out.
Forgive me. 7 out. It's a sprint finish. I'm going to let them go a little bit further before they attack. And then I think we're gonna launch Hershey. We're going to launch him. 5.4. They're coming up on it.
Kilometers for the breakaway.
Not quite. Not quite.
Going to be nip and tuck with the final small climb.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hershey is going to attack. He's just attacking, not following attack now. I'm having them both go. And you know what? This is how we settle it, is we just let whoever's got the juice do it. Do either of the two of them have the juice? Eat your gels, boys.
Okay.
Don't forget about your precious gels. I think they got it. I think they got 1-2 on that. We'll find out in 1 second. Finish the video. This is one of the ones where this does not have Tore Down Under, by the way, Andrew. We do not have Jay Vine is probably on this at this point. I think he's old enough that he would have been racing for God, he's on UAE now. So I don't know who he would be with in 2022. Oh, I don't particularly care about the Gatchers finish here, I guess, so But yeah, it looks like our two guys right ahead the cross. Got it. Good for them. Let's see the finish. Let's see who got it. Yeah, I guess it's going to be Hershey or Berg.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him
off. I'd love for you guys to put the little name up there. Hershey makes it. All right, there we go. You know what? That's the way it had the most votes. Wheel don't lie. You will also notice that Hershey's face looks identical to Tadej Pogacar's face because every single cyclist's face looks identical in this game. To the point where this is not a different person. They just ran the same guy up. There's Pogacar. There's his yellow jersey. And you can tell because the women have the yellow dresses. And I've remembered this convenient thing that cyclists do with their cycling races do with their ponies.
He's in sparkling form, and
here's
you can
Pogacar
clap him
getting
loudly.
his green jersey once again.
He will climb onto the
Here's
podium
Pogacar
to
getting his
receive
polka
his
dot jersey.
and we can
Here's
say that
Pogacar getting his white
everything is
jersey. Fun fact, Greg LeMond, we have discussed on Remember That Guy, the show where we mine our memories for nuggets of nostalgia by peripheral players past and present. You can find everything at bit.ly/rememberthatguy, all one word, all lowercase. Anyway, Greg LeMond, we've discussed on the show, one of my favorite cyclists in the world. Pretty much the best American cyclist, non-Lance Armstrong division, which is mostly because of, the drugs. But Greg LeMond was one of the last people to win the combined classification jersey, which was one where they took an average of your general classification time, they took an average of your points scored, they took an average of your standings in the King of the Mountains,
for this win,
put it all together,
Our
and you
chances
got a
of
jersey for
victory
that.
were virtually
What was
nil.
great about
This is
this,
an
Hershey and Bjerg with the
outstanding
1-2 finish. That's
performance.
exactly
You
what I
beat
wanted.
all the
Langen,
favorites. We retain
biggest
the yellow
salute to
jersey.
you,
It's a perfect
the troop
day.
of all troops. God bless. All right, now we're going to do this time trial and actually, do some biking. But, so this combined classification jersey was very literally a combined classification jersey in that it took all of the designs of the other jerseys and just combined them. It just had this massive, gross, mishmash of polka dots and white and yellow and green.
Today,
just
there's
an
a long
absolutely
time
hideous
trial on
thing.
the program.
I've seen some
Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a
kits
specialist
done
of
up
the
in that
discipline.
style that people
Theoretically,
wear for racing
we've got
now.
enough of a lead to still
It's
be in
pretty
the
delightful.
overtime.
I might have to get
Good
one of those
time trial
incredibly
to
ugly
all of
things
you.
someday. I want to just take a quick look. All right, we're already over both of the world records. We're not going to get second or first. We are guaranteed third place world record. That being said, we're still several hours ahead of Vingegaard. So I do think we are going to beat the actual 2022 time by a good chunk. Let's go ahead and find out by doing this delightful time trial, which we will do in slightly more real time. Time trial, I'm going to turn the resistance a little bit, just make it feel a little bit more real. We are going to race Big Asher. We should not have anyone else on the road. This will just be pretty flat the whole way, and you'll see some of the other, like, actual cycling controls. I think this game is cool when you're doing cycling. I think that you should have found out a way instead where, like, you are racing. I don't think you need to actually map every kilometer of the stage, actually. I think there's a way you could have made kind of a facsimile, then done closer. All right, so we're pedaling. We're immediately going to go ahead.
You've got to dose your effort well. Don't set off too fast.
We are in time trial position. There we go. Into effort mode. It's so this is the actual cycling. It's thrilling. You can see.
Go on, find the right tempo. Don't push yourself to
You've
the
got the
limit.
little Forza lines. They have the arrows that indicate your relative speed, how you're doing. We are in the time trial position, which is when you have like the
Look straight ahead of you to anticipate the bend.
little arrow bars. And you have to lean forward with it. I'm not going to do particularly well in this one. I'm well aware of that. I haven't gotten to practice too much. But it's fun.
It's uphill on a false flat.
It's just fun to actually like play the game sometimes.
Go, stay focused.
Get out of the TT position just enough to get that curve. Get up this tiny little hill. Oh, goodness. You can tell thrill a minute, and you can also tell this is why I was not doing this the whole way. And this one does actually, like, it is not one-to-one time. Ooh. I am probably going to fast forward through a little bit of this, but we're going to keep it up for a little bit longer, because I'm having fun. I just don't want to completely jeopardize my time.
Now it's downhill. Watch out.
All right,
There's
we're in
some
the arrow
hairpin
position
bends.
on downhill. Boom, 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 boom.
The first time check is in 1 kilometer. Go.
So we're on. There's like an effort mode. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty badly.
Try to speed
This
up. You can
is
do better.
potentially problematic. This is exactly how this would fucking go. Oh boy, that was not a good split. Well, I'm definitely not going to win the time trial. I'll still probably win the Tour de France. It would be hard to lose that much
Keep thinking
time.
about your effort. Remember to keep something for the
But
finish.
unfortunately not impossible is the thing. Unfortunately not impossible is indeed the thing.
There's almost 5 kilometers downhill. There's no point going flat out. You don't gain much time on the way down. Keep something for the climb.
Alright, now I'm locked in.
Watch out for the bend.
Yeah, I'm going to do a bad part talking here, because a bad job talking in this part, because, well, I would like to win the Tour de France.
Go, go.
I got a lot of hopes riding on all the XP from that.
Go on, stay focused. Go.
Drain a lot of stamina. Just trying to, like, catch up to a basic time. I mean, we're still 4th. Okay, that's not terrible.
Go on. You've almost done half the route.
Not doing good, but, like, Vingegaard's not a lot ahead of us. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Go on, another 20 kilometers.
All right,
You've
we're
done
halfway
half
through.
the job. Go.
Bangor's up there, 24:32.
The second intermediate time check is in 1 kilometer.
1K to
Watch
that
out as you
one.
go through the village. There
Let's
are
see
a
how
good
bad
few
we are
bends.
when we get there.
Go
Okay,
on, that's
now
good.
we're going to slow down.
You're setting a good time. Keep it up.
Back in a reasonable spot, and I've used a lot of juice.
It'll be a little twisting now. You'll be able to stay in TT position for a long moment. Go!
Oh boy, I'm only a tiny bit worried about the outcome now.
Just 15 more kilometers. Go, go!
So if the blue and red bars both crash out, I, like, go dead for a second, and it's bad. Okay, it just wants me chilling down here for now, so I guess I'll just chill down at this level for now. 'Cause it has a, like, recommended effort that you should be putting in at all times. Oh boy! I'm doing great. Doing a very good job. And that's all the way down here right now, which I'm gonna heed only because my energy is so low. We are generally doing a bad job.
It's now downhill until the last 5 kilometers. Go!
But I think we're gonna survive this point. One big thing I can do for those corners is just shift in and out of time trial mode.
Keep going. 10 kilometers. Stay focused. Go, go!
Do, 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 do. Alright, we're racing along. I think we're gonna be okay.
Soon the final time check. After the village, it goes
I think that was a
downhill,
reasonable
and
time
then
to
it's
be
the closing
concerned.
stretch with 2 short climbs.
I think we're gonna be okay. Alright, so we come to the time check. Vingor's at 37. Oh, we haven't beat right
You've got the best intermediate
we're
time.
definitely
Go.
losing
You're
energy.
in with a chance of
Steam.
victory, but be careful to save something for the finish.
Whoop, whoop. We're going arrow. We're going arrow.
You're at the foot of the short climb. Ride out of the saddle. It's now that you've got to pick up some time.
Alright, we are close enough that the time frame is not... Yeah, I can use a little bit more of my
Go
red
on,
juice
give it all
now
you've
to
got. Go, go!
run like a hill and not use up my blue juice. The juices are so different. And I don't have any gels on time trial. It makes sense. You would not want to stop and drink a gel during time trial.
Over the top.
But
Relax
I
on
would
the
be
way
lying
down.
if I said I had
Get your
considered
breath
that
back.
before this race.
Go on.
Like, again, this is really fun. Honestly, like, they could make a game of mostly just the time trials, and I'd be pretty into that.
It's the climb to the finish. Go.
I genuinely think this is one of the stronger portions. Oh, I mean, they get the fans so right also. Just so perfectly in the fucking way. You bastards.
Come on, final kilometer.
Oh, we're in the last K. Oh, we're in the last K, folks. I think we might actually get this time trial win, which would be unbelievable. I was not expecting them to slice, and again, did not do well. That is part of the benefit of not a particularly difficulty setting.
Go, there's the line.
Oh, we're so close. Ah, just burn it all. Just burn it all. Just burn it all. Get him through. There we go. Let's see where we finish with that, and then go into final stage and figure out how much I lost to the 2 world record holders by. I'm not getting a huge workout. It's enough of a workout that I need this water, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the La Capelle Marival Rocamadour.
By gum.
He's amongst the
By gum, you got it, Rich. Hey,
this year.
more XP. Really would love
He's in
to just
he's amongst.
eat up all this. So, man, yeah, I just won everything on this. I really do need to play at a higher difficulty level after this one. That's fine. That's what we'll do for the other races. Because after all, this is just the first attempt that I'll be posting. There will be more of these. And some of them don't have any entries yet, so they will actually be a world record by default. The 2 sweetest words in the English language. Xavier, if you're still watching, what's the very best kind of world record? And if you're not watching, I'll just say, technically a world record. Oh, that's a load times on this game.
Well done, lads.
This
Congratulations.
is not a well-built game.
You
I
were the
enjoy it
pre-race
very much.
favourites,
It's
and you
simply
lived up
not
to
a
the role
well-built
with
game.
brio. Well
Visma
done for this win.
Visma, how'd
We
they do
retain
on
the yellow jersey.
There's no
It's a
connectivity.
perfect day.
Yeah, they gained a minute on Team GC. We'll see how that goes. All right, time for the final stage. Here's the standings. 3 in the top 6. Not bad. There won't be any things. There will be a little points classification in the next one. 3 in the top 4 for the Young Rider classification. What a run by the United Arab Emirates team led by a man from Spain and a man from Slovenia. Just doing it, but here we go. This is the final bit. If you are not a Tour de France head, you don't know. The Tour de France final stage is largely symbolic. There really is not anything to be contested necessarily. I don't think anyone has won on the last day since Greg LeMond, that gentleman we mentioned earlier, who won on a time trial on the last day. The last time that the Tour de France finished with a time trial until
It's the final stage,
2024.
The main thing to grasp
because,
today is that the route is
Olympics
flat and it
forced them to do it that. Don't have a particular. I guess it was probably Olympics for Le Mans here as well. Either way, Le Mans makes enough of a gap up on that one to win it out, which is incredible. One of the reasons that he's just an absolute legend. And that is the last time really the final stage mattered all that much. This is a ceremonial thing. In the morning, they have all the different jersey wearers, like the yellow jersey wearer, the polka dot jersey wearer, the white jersey, they all. And for the record, while Pogacar is the possessor of all of these, he would only be wearing one jersey. He'd only be wearing the yellow jersey. So whoever is in second then for polka dot wears it. Whoever's in second for the white jersey wears it. Whoever's in second for the green jersey wears it.
Greetings, ladies and
So there should be
gentlemen.
2 UAE
The
guys
final
up here at the
stage
front
on the
who have it.
Champs-Elysees,
So I do
always
for
one of the most
Yes, the white
coveted.
jersey, that's
In
Brandon
the past,
McNulty on our team
sprinters
right now.
seeking the prestige of a
I don't
victory
know
in
who from
Paris
Movistar
have
got a
sometimes
polka
been
dot.
caught off
Pretty
guard,
weird, at least.
but it hasn't happened very often. With the specialists who currently dominate the discipline, it's an even more demanding challenge.
Yeah. This is the other thing you can just do in this game is just follow a person. I can just hold square and just follow this person. But you can tell everyone's cruising. We're not trying to do anything
The
fancy.
riders have just set out and already there's an attack.
Except, now that some people are trying to race, let's race. What does the race director want me to do? Yeah, manage the time gap. Yeah, let's do that. We're working with everybody. Let's send Langen up there. Langen, you go follow that attack. Justice for
Riders will
Langen.
follow the same, passing in front of the Eiffel
Get
Tower.
up there.
and will
Ooh, he's
cross
in it. He's in it, baby. Work with him.
Pont
Work with him, buddy.
Royal before entering the
We're
prestigious
getting you this
circuit.
stage win. McNulty got one early in the race. This is just us going through Paris.
An
Lovely
intermediate
cobbles.
sprint will be contested
Scenic
on the
one.
second cross.
Again, I don't know. The graphics for the racers, they're bad. This depiction of
The
France,
line.
not terrible, considering that they have all
First
21
time around the
stages
Arc de Triomphe.
plus several other races. Not bad at all. There's the Arc de Triomphe. Langen's struggling up there.
The circuit goes round the Jardin des Tuileries, taking the tunnel.
Good for him.
The riders emerge onto the Rue de Rivoli and
They
return
just do a
towards
couple
the
laps,
finishing line.
honestly, is the thing. They just like do laps of the Champs-Élysées on this last one. Langan, all right, third in the
They're
sprint.
going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
And that was the last intermediate sprint points.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Oh, we're going to take a quick pause.
Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out.
The breakaway's over. It's start all over again.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
The peloton is beginning the final lap. The sprinter's team will continue to set a heavy tempo to avoid attacks.
Kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. I'm counting on you to win the stage and strengthen our hold on the green jersey.
Watch out, he's trying to catch up the sprinters. He's trying to set off on a counter-attack. Watch out, he's trying to get away on a counter-attack. Watch out, he's trying to catch up the sprinters. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Last passage through the tunnel for the peloton. You have to be well placed. Riders who are beyond 30th will have too much to do to catch up and hope to win. Tension is at its maximum. The lead-out riders will soon peel off to open the way for the sprinter. He's accelerating. The breakaway is resisting. It's tense. Behind, the sprinters' teams are launching the final sprint.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is the winner of the Champs-Élysées stage. He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls of the route while mastering his rivals. Here's the grand victor of this Tour de France, Tadej Pogačar. Today he can finally savor this great victory. We applaud him loudly. He becomes consistent throughout this tour. He managed to always present at the front with this jersey on.
Great, guys! I wasn't expecting anything from this stage, and you bring home a podium place? Well done to you all!